Hi there, Huckleberry Brian and Mark. We're at Fitness for Life, coming to you in exercise number 2 for plantar fasciitis.
Okay, so in the first one, we had more of a hip emphasis. But what you're going to notice about all the exercises we do, they're all 3D, meaning because everything we do works in 3 planes, forward, back, side to side rotation, you have to train in those also, because that's what real life happens. Okay. So now we're going to drive the whole body, but this one's going to put more of an emphasis on the foot ankle itself. So a stretch that we like to do, because a lot of times people are given these stretches for plantar fasciitis, but they're stretching their foot already in the stretch position. In other words, in that collapsed position. They don't need that. It's already overstretched. They need to train it and stretch it into the position it needs to be in, which is with that arch. And so, what we like to do, like to go to the wall, hands shoulder height. You don't want to get back too far, just a little bit back too far, because if you go back too far, your hip in front's going to limit your motion. So, not too far back. His foot's going to be pointed straight or even a tad inward. Now we're going to show you 2 ways to do this. So the first stretch is going to be going forward. And so he's going to drive his hip forward, but everything's coming right from here, driving that hip. Heel is staying down, and he's aiming that hip just a little bit towards the little toe because, and hopefully you can see this on the video, it is pulling that arch in. Okay. So that's the forward plane. So, but it's all driven from the hips. So even though we got a foot emphasis, hips are going to be driving this, shoulders are going to be involved. So, and you're not doing a push up, keep the arms basically straight. Now, part two on that. So, this is what it looks like. Part two on that. Now we got to go side to side. So, he's going to stay in a forward position a little bit to keep that forward stretch. And now he's going to drive his hip to the right only. Because as he goes to the right, then that's pulling it in the arch in again. And then the third direction, now he's going to rotate his hip to the right. But again, all this just to the right side. Now, this is the easiest position with the front foot toe tapped and controlling this. The progression on this is to use your knee to drive this with. So this is when you progress, you can use your knee to drive these. So show that. So now he's going to lift this foot and drive that knee forward and drive into this. And again, aim it just a little bit towards the little toe, then taking that knee, driving it to the side on the right, and taking it and turning the corner with it. This is a great stretch for this, but we're only stretching in the position where the arch is present and driving that arch because that's what we need for stability. If you have further questions, contact us at fitness4lifept.com.